We just finished the domination grind and we were able to add the brand new Inferno Opal S7 Goat Allen Iverson to our squad. And folks, if you're struggling with the domination, this is one of those modes where you need to have a lot of players on your bench. And the best way to finish it is to focus on grinding those side hustles. The side hustles will help you finish the event a lot faster, especially in those arenas where you're struggling to complete the map. In this video, we're going to focus on Allen Iverson. We're going to go over a build. Of course, we're going to have some gameplay. We're going to try to get some new legendary shoes for the original AI, right? I know you hear that word a lot, but the answer was definitely a problem in his time. And we're going to try to see if we can get some new gear that will boost some of his strongest stats. So there goes Allen Iverson in our squad. We got the fandom tree already unlocked for the 76ers. So that's why you see some of those boosts already upgraded, but base stats, this is Allen Iverson, right? He's got 5 in shoot-off dribble, mid-range shooting, 3-point shot, agility, playmaking, and defending. With the fandom tree boost from a 4 to a 5 in layups and dunks, and from a 5 to a 6 in mid-range shooting. So now what we do want to focus on raising for AI will be his 3-point shot, agility, shoot-off dribble, his playmaking, and if possible, I want to max out his mid-range shooting. So let's see what shoes we have already. If not, we're going sneaker shopping. So first thing first, let me add on a mentor. We got the MJ mentor that's been so good for us, and because we got the fandom trees unlocked, it doesn't cost anything to add this MJ on. To me, that's one of my favorite perks with the fandom trees. So this is going to boost up his layups and dunks by 2, so that will max it out. And then we're also going to raise his mid-range shooting, so it's going to actually go up to a 7. We're going to have an extra stat that we don't need, but at least we can focus on adding gear that can raise the other stats. If not, I also got the Penny Hardaway mentor that will raise his shoot-off dribble and his playmaking, so that might actually be a better option. But before I commit to a mentor, let's see if I have gear that will boost up his mid-range already. Definitely got something that will raise his 3-point shot. We got a couple different pairs there for legendary shoes. But looking at it, I don't have anything that's going to raise mid-range right away. Do have these crazy explosive 2017 lows, and then I got the crazy light boost 2014s. 2 good rare shoes that can help, especially since they do raise shoot-off dribble and one raises 3-point shot. But clearly, we need to get some epic and legendary shoes that are going to work for Allen Iverson. I'm not going to add a mentor or a gear yet. Let's head over to the shop and use these keys. We have been stacking up keys for videos like this. It's kind of been working out. All right, so we're heading over to the boost tab in the shop. We're going to claim these elite gear keys. We can open up 100 at a time. I'm going to use 200 keys and see what I can get for AI. Right, here goes the first batch. Hopefully we can get something right away. Okay, we got some legendary shoes for the Knicks. I gotta celebrate that, Knicks Nation, you already know. We got some shoes for the Pelicans, for the Houston Rockets. Now, these work for point guards. This is a pretty good shoe, the KD 13s. And let's talk about the 4 legendaries, man. That's pretty insane. All right, so we got a shoe for the Jazz. But regardless, this is a W right here. This doesn't happen. We got some Minnesota Timberwolves shoes, Detroit Pistons, the Bulls, 2 pairs for the Bulls. We got those LeBron South Beach. Now, those are very rare. You don't see those pop up often. And then we got the Hyper Dunk. So it didn't work out for what we wanted. I'm not even mad. All right, let's go. So we got Boston Celtics, Bulls, Miami Heat, Charlotte Hornets, and small forward. And I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but we're getting more shoes. I don't know if there's a bonus going on, but this works out pretty good. Hey, listen, I don't know, but y'all witnessing it in the video, we are getting shoes on shoes. Okay, and then we got some of those. Okay, so that's it. That actually was not bad. We end up getting a whole lot of pairs of shoes right there. So we're going to continue. And I am going to open up 10 more again. And I didn't notice it, but there has been an update. I personally didn't even realize this, but you do get more shoes now. So that's why we end up seeing a whole bunch. So this is actually a pretty cool feature being added. I feel very good adding another batch to this opening. Hopefully we'll get something for the 76ers. So we got some legendary shoes for the Nuggets. The Cavaliers, Curry 3s are great. OKC Thunder, Celtics, Toronto Raptors. We got the Miami Heat, Houston Rockets. The LeBron Soldier 10s are good shoes as well. And it looks like we might not get a pair for the 76ers. I will try another batch of keys. I still got a lot anyway. But the cool thing about this is that we're getting some pretty good legendary shoes. We got another batch right here. So like these green shoes starting off, they're very good because they do give you a boost to one stat. But eventually, like these are shoes that you want to get rid of first when you hit your limit. So let's open up another 100. And from there, we'll try to figure out a build for Allen Iverson and then jump into some gameplay. So Cleveland Cavaliers again, Minnesota Timberwolves, Utah Jazz, Atlanta Hawks, Cleveland Cavaliers. Hawks again, Pistons, Bulls, Grizzlies, Pelicans. Those Hyper Revs are good shoes as well. And the D Lillard threes are not bad either. Jack Attacks. Those are great for boosting your dunks. Okay. And there goes the last run here. So, folks, no shoes for Iverson. But regardless, we did very well. We did get a lot of legendary shoes from this. Since we didn't pull anything, I'm going to add on the Penny Hardaway Mentor. With the Penny Hardaway Mentor, maxed out shoot off, dribble, and playmaking. And then with these Hyper Lives, we're able to max out his agility, his defending, and then we also brought a 3-point shot up to a 6. So it still worked out pretty well, right? We did have a decent pair of shoes to use for him. But of course, I was looking for another combination, right? But this is going to work. So we're going to pair up Iverson now with a squad, train him up as well, use those pump ups, get him up to level 10. Now, since Iverson is going to be a key player as far as the offense, he'll be the slasher. A lot of his shots will be inside the paint, or he'll be able to hit those pull-up mid-range shots. So we got to be able to create space for him to drive. We also need to surround him with some pretty good rebounders. And the luxury of having Iverson is that he is kind of like a point guard as well. So if he's driving to the rim and you don't have a shot for him, he'll be able to hit shooters. So we got to surround him with some good wing players as well. So we're looking at a combination of good rebounders, stretch fours, and some really good shooters at the wings. Even though Allen Iverson is a shorter guard, he's still pretty good at getting steals, but we got to give him a little bit of support in case somebody drives by him. So we're going to throw in LeBron at point guard. I think that would be a good combination. And LeBron is pretty decent at the catch and shoot. We got Bron at point guard, Allen Iverson at shooting guard. We need a strong center that's going to be able to control the paint, grab rebounds, and will be a good shot blocker for our squad. I'm going to go with Shaquille O'Neal, but you could also go with Will Chamberlain. You can go with Wemby as well, but Wemby sometimes does go out in the wing. I want somebody that I know for sure is going to stay in the paint. So Shaq is the option. Power forward, I need a big who could hit a mid-range. So you could go with either Paul Gasol or you could go with Kevin Garnett. Both options are really good. And honestly, Pascal Siakam is pretty decent as well. My only concern with Siakam is he's not as strong as a rebounder as Kevin Garnett. So that's why I'm going with KG. And then a small forward, the Klay Thompson, to me is one of the best catch and shoot players inside the game. So that's why we're going to throw him in his lineup. All right, so that's the squad. Let's jump into some head-to-head. Let's go. Looks like they got the Magic Johnson at the center. Shaq should be able to dominate that position. Give me that. Iverson pushing up the court. I love it. Little crossover behind our back. We got enough space for the midi. Can I get a friendly roll? Ah, we got it today. Wide open for Lonzo. Actually, LaMelo. Good shot. Screen right there for LeBron. Iverson's going to lose T-Mac. Right here to KG in the post. This is a mismatch. Too easy. I can't control people missing open layups, man. That's wild. But he definitely got by Rui Hachimura. Got T-Mac. I love that. That's the type of mismatch that I worry about when using Iverson, because T-Mac is one of those players that has the height advantage and is very efficient with it. Let me get a little more serious, because I think this player is trying to win this game for sure. They're trying to make a point. They're using LaMelo, definitely one of the best players to use. KG, for some reason, is not holding the ball, but there goes the catch and shoot we were talking about. Bron hits that three. You already know. Let's see if we can shut down this LaMelo. Good defense. Love it. Come on, clamps, clamps. We cut the baseline off. Shaq adjusted very nicely. Look at that. The pressure right there. Defensively, we are doing our thing. Look at Klay Thompson as well. This is how we assemble a squad. All right, we got our rebound. We could slow it down. Iverson is open. Let's go. Crossover. We need a screen. He's so fast. He'll be able to get his spot. If not, we'll find somebody else. Look who's open again. Too bad Shaquille O'Neal cannot hold that down. All right, so good first half. We are down, believe it or not, right? That's that key, right? When you hit three-pointers, you can build up a lead. And fortunately, we were able to still stay in it. But now it's halftime. We got to have a stronger second half. Let's go. Iverson is open, and we're going to take three. Let's see. Friendly roll, not today, right? It's not really his strength, but it was open look, right? You got to be able to experiment and see. Shaq with the rebound. We are pushing with AI again. Good cross. Klay Thompson's going to get right back to him. Can we get a head fake? Through the leg again. T-Mac is good defensively, so let's get Klay involved. Let's get Shaq now in the post. Banging on him. Oh, shot clock violation. They just did me dirty, man. They took my highlight away. Shaq just bullied Magic Johnson in the paint. Let's stay on him. There we go. We are going. It was a pick and roll for Bron. Should be enough for him to blow by. Shaq right open for a little baby hook shot. I'll take it. I was a little worried. because Shaq normally doesn't hit jumpers, but that is Shaq range right there. Anything in the paint, he's pretty good. Want to get a steal. All right, they call us for the reach. We're still losing, though. I'm surprised about that. I feel like we did get more buckets. I mean, we did. Here we go. Cookies. Shaq with the mid-range. Why not? We could do that. At the end of the day, this is an action simulation. Give me that block. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. We are going. Time to seal this game. KG with the midi. Green light all through the night. That is a comeback right there, folks. We just got to get a stop because it's only a 3-point game. Good adjustment. Shaq on the perimeter scares me a little bit. But he got the job done. Big Diesel coming through. Iverson, get your game-winning move. Banging on him, showing those bunnies. And that's it. We got that game. GG, man. I'm telling you, I was worried. And I was still going to keep the video, man. Win or lose, we still keep it going. But this was a dub. And we're going to finish out strong. We got 10 seconds. We get a steal and we could get a basket, right? Because we know that this is now AI playing or the bot, right? Fade away, why not? I didn't think it was going in, right? We had a defender in our face, but strong win. We got the 37 fans, right? So that's always good when you win a match against someone with more fans. You do get a good amount. So there you have it. That was a squad. I think the synergy was really good with this team here. The more we play with them, we'll be more comfortable with the players' spots on the court. But if you wanted to run with something like this, or at least the same concept, right? We're having a good defending point guard, catch and shoot player, and some good, strong paint players who could hit mid-ranges. and get those easy dunks, it's your squad right there. So as always, folks, I do appreciate all the support. I will catch everyone in the next one. Stay balling.